How they plan to frame video me with prostitutes before killing me. Mbaka, welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. Father Ejike Mbaka, Spiritual Director, Adoration Ministry, Enugu, has disclosed how the plot to frame him using prostitutes after his rift. Father Ejike Mbaka, Spiritual Director, Adoration Ministry, Enugu, has disclosed how the plot to frame him using his prostitutes after his rift for the Catholic Diocese of Enugu in May last year. See this one, I don't understand though. Who is now after who? Well, it is not to be surprising. A lot of things are going on this period. A lot of things are going on. Christians, this one is for you. We Christians, we have lost our way. Both those who claim to be the leaders. Yeah, we have lost our way. It is only, you see Christians fight themselves so much. Let me just say it is only because it also happens in other religions as well. But it is not supposed to be happening like this. You claim you are imitators of Christ. Meanwhile, you are far. The distance between you and Christ's character is so broad. In Christianity these days, you're going to see one particular pastor come out and he's going to castrate. He's going to, the way he's going to be saying negative things about a co-pastor. Sincerely, you start asking yourself, it reached like this. And even within their so-called inner circle, even among their friends, you get to hear the way human beings judge themselves. You get to see people who envy them and are ready to do anything to get to the point where these people are. We have actually lost our way. That's the truth. We cannot pretend that we do not know about this. A lot of things continue to go wrong. You have heard about stories where brothers, murdered brothers because of envy. It is happening in the church. It is high time Christians know that your fellow Christian is not the problem. This is a plot. This is a plot to distract you. You see in the church now, you see the spirit of enviness, the spirit of greed. People just want for themselves and themselves alone. People want, it is me, myself, and I, me, myself, and I, me, myself, and I. Not caring about what others feels. And some people, because they have gotten so, how am I going to put it now, so big, they now exalt themselves. Meanwhile, in this same holy book that the so-called refer to, it is there. Humble yourself and you be exalted. The exalted will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. Well, what do we know? We keep pushing. But it's a wake-up call to Christians to know that time is fast spent. This time, there is so much atrocities, and what do we hear in the holy book about this period? It's a time not to be sleeping on a bicycle. It is not a time to fight against another person. It is certainly not a time to come out and point accusing fingers. Rather, you are going to be steadfast in your ways. If you're doing good, you continue. If you're somebody who is going the contrary, you try and reconcile with yourselves, with the human beings you can see, then reconcile with God. Okay, let's listen to the news in detail. Stay with us. Mbaka claimed that the plot was to kidnap him and drag him through a spot where prostitutes reside in Enugu, after which he will be recorded naked. He explained that he planned to carry out the plot after he left a meeting with Catholic Bishop of Enugu Diocese, Callistus Onaga. Given his New Year message on New Year Day, Mbaka recounted how Onaga directed him to shut down his adoration ministry in Enugu for 1 month and embark on a retreat. He said the bishop cautioned him against meddling in politics. He said he obeyed the bishop's order, but that the Holy Spirit ministered to him that he should not park anywhere. According to Mbaka, I did not know I was being tracked that night. Before the next day, you started seeing people searching for me. The plan was to capture me that night and drag me to Kubana Hotel and take me to Mobile where prostitutes stay, and then take me around there and then show video of me in the place, brothel, so that people will ask what Mbaka was searching for in the brothel. Then they will again drag me to Iwezi, another spot for prostitutes. That's where they plan to naked themselves, not me. So that when people begin to ask what I'm doing naked in prostitute spots, Then they will take me to Abuja and the story will be much. They will kill themselves, not me. The thing is, I don't know. Like I said earlier on, it is certainly not the time to point fingers. It is certainly not the time to point fingers. It is certainly not the point to point fingers. At the end of the day, I think there is a message for people who is calling their names and those who are actually doing it, because there is no smoke without fire. There is so much atrocities committed in the church these days in the name of Christianity. Some people have lost their way. Some people have lost their way. Even the so-called followers have actually lost their way. In fact, the followers even need somebody to lead them, and yet the leaders have lost their way. Who is going to be leading who this time around? Who will be leading who? It is high time for Christians to know that, see, your pastor or your priest is your guardian. He's not your God. The only way you are going to enjoy a relationship with God is by connecting to Him directly. Not on a pastor's level. Leave Him. What happens when you are in danger and your pastor is not there to help you? What happens when you are in danger? What happens when you are in temptation and your pastor is not there to guide you? You cannot make call. Have you not been in a situation where the odds are totally against you? It is just you and this your God. Will you be calling the name of your pastor or your priest? No. The followers too. That is why these people are just existing to guide you. But the way some followers have taken their guardian, somebody who is supposed to guide them like their God, you are going to ask if there is okay. God Himself, He said He's a very jealous God. According to the Holy Book, you are not meant to exalt anything to His level. Have a relationship. You want God to be with you. You want Him to abide with you. You don't want. It is nobody's work but your duty to ensure that you yourself go close to Him so He can come close to you. Not somebody praying for you. Not what we are seeing today. Because these same men you hold in reference, what are they? Men. They are bound to fail. He's coming out and he's saying what's his fellow priests. Can you listen to that? This is also popular in not just in the Catholic Church too, but everywhere. Everywhere. You hear pastors who are beefing the other one because this person's congregation is much, and you hear people coming out and they say these things on pulpit. I'm like, why? Do you need to stoop that low? And does it mean you need to say it even when you are actually standing on the altar of God? He said it's a wake-up call. These men we call our pastors, they're actually what I call men. They are men. They are only guardians. So while you are calling this person my daddy, please know that these people are men. Make sure at the end of the day, you have a wonderful relationship with your Maker. On your own, not built on the one they have. At the last day or on the last day. It is what you have done, not what them has done. You alone will answer for yourself. Okay, on those notes, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. And until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of the day.